Hello, I'm Bernie, and a very warm welcome to these four intuitive messages about the full moon occurring on the 30th of June, Australian Eastern Standard Time. I will also be sharing some journal prompts, affirmations, and questions related to this full moon. If you have a pen and notepad handy, you might like to write down some key words that resonate with you, or write down answers to the questions I ask a little later on. If these messages resonate with you, I feel they are for you, or maybe for someone you know. So here are the four messages, and they came in a series of waves. It was almost like I needed to maybe process and absorb one message before then I received the next one. Maybe a prompt to give more time to these messages over the full moon as well. Take your time over the full moon. Can be to be still, to be mindful and process these messages. So here are the messages. Number 1, burnout followed by balance. Number 2, message was review to reset. Third message, emotional high tide. And the fourth message, presence is my power. So balance and burnout. How was your last 6 months? Did you experience burnout or pockets of burnout, mental fatigue, physical fatigue, overwhelm? What worked for you in the last 6 months? What didn't work for you? What might you like to adjust or keep or let go of? What might you choose to not carry with you into the next 6 months and longer? What and who deserves your time, love, passion, and presence moving into the next 6 months? Who or what might have been draining you or causing burnout? And as I said those words, I heard boundaries and balance are best buddies. For some, at the time of this full moon, there might be a very real prompt to lighten your load related to commitments or expectations or obligations. If this resonates with you, this full moon can be a great time to review and assert or adjust or make clear or rebuild your boundaries so as to avoid burnout, so as to regain your work, life, study, you balance, a balance between being and doing over the next 6 months and beyond. So boundaries and balance are best buddies. So the second message, review to reset. This is a significant full moon as it closes out the first 6 months of this year. It's a mid-year full moon. And it occurs also during a Mercury Retrograde period, which is about reflecting, reassessing, redoing, reconsidering, rethinking, reprioritizing. And whatever that is, it might be thoughts, it might be emotions, it might be physical. movement or adjusting. A mid-year full moon and during this Mercury retrograde time is a review time. It's a powerful opportunity to look back over the last 6 months, reflect back, review what to keep and what to let go of. What do you want to carry with you moving forward for the next 6 months of the year? And these, of course, can be physical, emotional, mental areas in your life. Full moons are generally times for closures or finalizing something, closing a chapter out. And it can be bringing closure to a way of thinking so as to embrace a new perspective. So this reset, can give you a new perspective. It can shed light on an area so as to gain clarity about something that has been in the dark or concealed or avoided for a while. Because full moon sheds a light on the darkness. So the full moon is shedding a light on what is ready to be released or let go of. This full moon is a really good time to look back over the last 6 months with non-judgment of self, with compassion. For some, it may be looking back the last 3 to 5 years as well, and decide what feels right for you to keep and to carry forward with you, and what feels right for you to let go of. And that's your reset at the time of this full moon. And it doesn't occur just over the full moon, 2 or 3 days either side of the full moon as well. It will extend for at least 4 to 6 weeks. This going over and reassessing and releasing, at least until the next full moon. So it'll be quite active for 4 weeks at least. The third message, emotional high tide. This full moon and the Mercury retrograde energy might feel more emotional for some. It might be a time when past hurts or grievances are brought to the light. But this is for cleansing. This is so that you can lighten your load, lighten your heart, so that you don't take these grievances with you into the next 6 months, and for some, into the next 3 to 6 years. Carrying grievances or a sense of injustice around can feel quite heavy, can be very draining physically, emotionally, and mentally. For some, this full moon can, and I hear, expose issues of perfectionism or people pleasing. The full moon can illuminate what's been kept hidden. I heard the exposure brings clarity, sheds light on these issues, and it is timely. So if this resonates with you, I feel it is time that you are ready to address issues around possibly perfectionism or people pleasing. If it resonates with you, then I feel, as I said, the timing is right. It is purposeful for this to be revealed, not to be ignored or avoided. The full moon can bring deep emotional healing, and for some, an emotional rebirth. It's like, the weight of the heavy emotions that you might have been carrying around for quite a while gives you a sense of lightness, can be freedom, more free-spirited energy for some. It's almost like, oh, I've dropped that weight and now I'm feeling more like me. This emotional rebirth helps to create the space, the impetus, the motivation for a reset. It's like your pivot moment. An emotional high tide brings emotional cleansing or an emotional rebirth. And I heard, and this stays with you. So it's not just for the moment. This can be quite long lasting or everlasting, this emotional rebirth. If you would like any more clarity with that, if that message resonates with you, if you'd like any more clarity, whether it be sort of more of a personalized intuitive reading or a numerology reading, please reach out to me. This full moon can feel like having a thorough maintenance check on your vehicle. The vehicle is you. So that you can experience your next 6-month journey in the most stable, very best way for you. It's like a mid-year internal stock take or inventory check. So the full moon is asking us to review, possibly release heavy emotions if we are having an emotional high tide, so as to have a reset. And this reset can very much stay with you. The fourth message, presence is my power. Your presence is your power. It is your ability to be here now, to show up, and not to be distracted by others or things that might throw you off, not to be distracted by thoughts, worry or anxiety, second guessing, self-doubt, not to be worried by the past that has already been or the future that is yet to come. Presence is my power. Presence is your power, is your ability to stay grounded, is your ability to feel grounded and solid in your knowing of what matters to you, in your ability to look after yourself, and back to boundaries, to have strong boundaries for your self-care, which is self-respect and self-love, looking after yourself. Presence is my power, is your ability to be present and engaged and focused in the here and now, to be centered within yourself and not to be distracted or caught up in possibly the chaos or whirlwind of what is outside of you. This might be a reminder or a prompt to practice more mindful presence over the full moon. And again, I feel for the next 4 weeks, which then continues for the next 6 months and beyond. To be more present, to be more self-aware. And this can be your reset. Some questions. What went well for me over the last 6 months? What do I wish to continue doing or keeping? Might be people, places, things, habits, priorities, routines, thoughts, perceptions. What might I choose to let go of? What might I choose to prioritize for myself over the next 6 months? Might it be a priority on maintaining healthy boundaries for myself? Might it be prioritizing my emotional stability? Might it be me prioritizing being present or something else? Another question. Do I find it challenging to say no to others? Am I a people pleaser? If so, why? Have I felt burnt out over the last 6 months? Have I felt overwhelmed or mentally fatigued? How did I care for myself at this time and did it work? Was it enough? If not, how might I adjust my boundaries to regain balance in my life? What boundaries might need repairing or defining or maintaining or declaring? What boundary do I need to set to protect my time and energy? Which relationships make me feel drained? And what boundaries can I enforce to protect my energy? What does a balanced, sustainable week look like for me? What activities help me to remain balanced, grounded? What activities help me to recharge? What is one small act of self care that I can practice every day for myself? Another question. When I am still and in my space, do I feel I carry a grievance? When I am still, when I am quiet, when I look within, am I carrying a grievance? Am I carrying an emotional weight, a heavy weight? If so, how might I release this weight? Another question. Am I present? Am I present each day? Do I feel my presence is my power? If not, how might I be more present to feel more empowered? Here are some affirmations, and I will leave a moment or two of silence between each affirmation. You might like to repeat it if it resonates with you, or maybe to see how you feel upon hearing each word. With courage, I release what has been weighing me down. I give myself permission to pause and reset. I acknowledge my feelings without judgment or resistance. My boundaries protect my well-being. I have the right to choose who and what I allow into my life. My presence is my power. A few final words for this chat. It came through right at the end. Small changes can lead to mighty changes over time. Small, sustainable changes can lead to progress over time. Small, sustainable, stable changes can lead to balance and strong foundations over time. Boundaries and balance are best buddies. I would like to close on that phrase. Boundaries and balance are best buddies. Thank you for listening. I hope you found this chat helpful, prompted some self inquiry possibly. Reach out to me if you would like some clarity or personalized tools to help you manage maybe what might come up for you during the full moon, whether it be to do with boundaries or people pleasing, or how do I maintain more presence in my life? How do I release in healthy ways the weight of emotions? Sessions can be one-on-one or online via Zoom. You might also find my online Inner Compass page helpful. Inner Compass is offered on Patreon, a paid monthly membership platform with content offered 24/7. The link for more details or to join is in the description box below. And please like, comment, or share this chat and subscribe to my channel to be notified of the next chat, meditation, or mindful moment. Thank you and have a wonderful full moon and the next 4 weeks. So that's, of course, all of the month of July, which will really help to set you up for the next 6 months and beyond. Thank you and all the best. Bye.